In this section, I've created 4 sample charts to give you an idea of several types of blues playing. The idea here is to take the chords you learned in the previous section and then apply them onto these progressions. I'll play through some sample chord voicings for you, but really the key thing is to incorporate the chords into your playing and get used to how to play a variety of different types of blues progressions. Some simple, some more detailed. Let's take a look at them. Chart number 1 is the basic blues structure applied to dominant 7th chords. The 1 chord is A, the 4 chord is D, and the 5 chord is E. We're going to play all of these as a dominant 7th. The main thing here to remember is that you have 5 potential shapes for a dominant 7th chord, so try going through this progression as many times as possible using all of those 5 chord shapes. I'll give you some sample chord shapes I'd use for it. Exercise number 2 is a major blues with far more chord movement. The real challenge here is to get the chords under your fingers and then remember them, or to be able to look at a chart like this and come up with chords on the fly. I love this kind of blues playing for several reasons. Firstly, it'll give a soloist a lot more colour to solo over, and secondly, you can be more creative with the harmony and where you take the music with the chords. As I say, there's a lot to play through here, so take it slowly and build it bar by bar. You'll also see the use of that diminished 7th chord I mentioned earlier being used here, so really think about how that sounds. Chart 3 is a minor blues, probably my favourite way of playing the blues. What we're looking at here is still the 1-4-5 structure, just applied in a minor context. So the 1 chord is A, the 4 chord is D, and the 5 chord is E. What's useful to know here is the 5 chord can be played either as a minor chord, or as I've done here, a dominant type chord. I've also added some embellishments onto the chords, 9ths and 11ths, so they're going to sound really rich and a lot more professional the way I think about this kind of playing. This final chart is a sophisticated jazz blues. There are far more chords to get to grips with here, and some interesting devices which change the nature of the sound. Firstly, we have a non-diatonic chord, the C minor 7. We're playing the key of A here, so that chord technically doesn't belong, but used as a passing chord, just to link two separate chords together, it gives you a really nice sound and just adds a sudden twist to things. And another interesting device here is the mythical 2-5-1 progression. This means that we take the 2 chord in this key, the B minor 7, we then go to the 5 chord in this key, the E dominant 7th, which then takes us nicely back to the 1 chord, the A. This is very common in jazz music, but is also found in more sophisticated blues, and it's a great turnaround.